Right, here we are, back again with another video, guys. Hope you're all doing absolutely amazing. So, this is the third video we've got on the channel now. As you know, we're going on our self-development journey, and we're on this journey just to become better individuals. And as I said on this channel, we just encourage individuals to become the best versions of themselves. So, on this video itself is talking about risks and how risks can outweigh the advantages of staying in comfort. Now, you've always probably experienced this yourself because I've experienced it in my own life. How when we take a risk, it pays off 9 times out of 10. Now, I am a big believer that God Himself actually favors individuals that take risks because that's why I believe that's where humans actually thrive themselves. So I'm a big believer, as I said, in God rewarding individuals that take risks themselves. Okay, so just so I'm going to be reading off a few things. So if I look to the right, it's because I'm looking at my laptop with my notes. Right, so this video will be titled How God Rewards Men. Now, God actually rewards men in loads of different ways, but in the main way He actually rewards them is in taking risks. Because essentially, like, taking risks is the language of God, essentially, and sitting in comfort is almost the language of the devil because the devil rewards people in comfort, and you blunt your sword in comfort almost. Now, if you step out to the edge and you become the best version of yourself and you live on that edge, God almost just rewards you because that's who He wants you to be. Now, God often blesses those who take bold actions which are taken with pure conviction, which therefore shows God your divine faith, and then will God bless you. God will bless you with divine opportunities. Okay, so by that essentially it's saying by you taking bold action and taking a risk, and coupled with pure conviction in your actions itself, God will step in and have divine justice and bless you with whatever you're trying to achieve. Now, for example, in my life, I'm trying to think of a way how I risk this in my life. So, I had a turning point in my life about a year ago. About a year ago, where I could continue to do the same boring old 9 to 5, where I couldn't afford my bills, living off shit money here and there. And I had the opportunity to do a job which was higher paid money, which was a big risk because it was a commission only job, or it was sales, or I could just continue what I was doing or get another job like in Tesco's, for example. And I took that risk. I was going to sit in comfort and get a Tesco delivery job, but I took that risk. Now, as a result of that, God rewarded me because I earned the most amount of money I've ever earned in my life. So by taking that risk, that itself is a prime example of how God actually rewards you and wants you to do those things. So the next one is the curse or the cost of playing it safe and the curse of discomfort. You miss all the opportunities you don't take, miss callings, unfulfilled potential, which leads to high amounts of regret. Comfort keeps us secure, but often keeps us the life from the life we're meant to live. Now, I've seen this in myself quite a bit. Like in this day and age in 2025, it's like everything that's been put in our place in front of us itself, or everything that's been accustomed, has made us completely comfortable. Now, as a result of that, as a consequence of that, should I say, men have become feminine and pussies, absolute fucking pussies. Now, as you can imagine, back in the hunter gathering days, we would always been in the fight or flight, thinking the saber tooth tiger is going to kill us or going to eat us, or we was fighting dragons, or we was fighting dinosaurs, whatever the fuck we was doing. We were living on the edge, having to provide for the family, having to go out, secure meat or secure food, and bringing it back to the tribe. These days, we just order food or fucking Deliveroo. You know what I mean? They sit your house in about 10 minutes. So it's absolutely crazy. People never get pushed past the threshold of comfort. Now, comfort is where all your dreams go to die. It just is, unfortunately. Now, tell me someone who's achieved success or high levels of success in comfort. It hasn't been done. People just don't do it. People only thrive. People only thrive when they take risks. Right, success lives out the comfort zone. Real growth and opportunity almost always comes when we step into uncertainty. So uncertainty, having that divine faith in God himself to believe that we will achieve that outcome we want to achieve by taking that risk, and God will hopefully bless us with that reality. Now, it is scary. It is fearful, when you step out your comfort zone and you're used to the same routine, the same things going on, or you're used to the same city, the same people, the same faces. You become accustomed to it. I totally understand. I've been through the same experience myself. But when you do take that risk, that's when the highest amount of growth does occur in your personal being, in your financial life, whatever the fuck it is. That's all the opportunities lie. You have to step out the comfort zone, whether it's moving to a new town, moving to a new city, or getting out there and doing certain things, talking to that girl or talking to that group of guys who, for example, you think are higher value because you want to become better at networking or whatever it is. Step out your comfort zone. Do what the ballsy version of yourself would do. Do not do what the bitch version of yourself would do. Because if you start listening to that little bitch inside of you, you're just going to become an even bigger vagina than you already are. So you got to just take the fucking risk, okay? So there's benefits to taking risks. Unshakable confidence, resilience, an ability to be adaptable. Even the failure for some risk are more valuable than achieving the end goal of that risk. So by stepping out our comfort zone, we achieve higher levels of self-worth. Confidence goes absolutely through the roof, and you feel it within yourself. Anyone who's ever, like, the first time you ever spoke to a pretty woman, you get that burst of confidence within yourself, like, yeah, I can talk to these pretty bitches all day. Or when you do something that you didn't think you could do. For me personally, it's when I work around the UK, when I go to new cities or new towns, I like to go out and explore. And that gives me a burst of confidence because it's stepping out into the unknown. I don't know what I'm going to discover. I don't know what I'm going to see or people I'm going to encounter. So that gives me new rooted foundations of confidence. And when I come back home, I can feel myself revitalized. I almost draw energy from that, which powers my core. And I really like it myself. So it's just one for yourself to go out and do that. So now we talk about how to take risks, what things you can do, setting clear goals, how to take educated and calculated risks, and surrounding yourself with people who do take bold moves. So how can we take risks in 2025? A world full of comfort and a world where men have vaginas. So that's a good question. So first things first, I like to always talk about getting out of your hometown. Getting out of your hometown, whether or not you live in Southampton, whether you live in London, just get out there. Just spend a day to yourself of going out and exploring the local area or going out and exploring another town. Doing that will give you the utmost confidence. It will add these little notches to your self-confidence, which in the moment you don't see much of them, but over time, doing two explorations, 3, 4, 5 times, you're going to have utmost confidence in yourself. That's going to compound effect, and you'll be even better in the weeks to come. So getting out and doing things, going out for food yourself. I do that religiously. I think it's quite bad, but I don't really care. I enjoy my own comfort and my own time together to myself. Sorry, I'm not making any sense. I enjoy my own time, so I enjoy spending time while going for food for myself, or going to the movies, watching a new movie, whatever it is, going for walks or exploring. I enjoy doing those things with myself. Doing that with yourself builds confidence and no longer allows you to be dependent on other people being around you at the same time. Being rooted in yourself and having that self-confidence is really good at building the fundamentals for that. Other things, so taking calculated risks, whether or not you're in, for example, what I'm learning at the moment is trading crypto, taking calculated risks in that trading, in that trading itself, thinking, okay, this is the risk, this is the reward. Is it an educated one? What are weighing all the pros and the cons of that risk itself, and making an educated decision in order to fulfill and hopefully have the end result you want, and having that key ingredient, having that divine belief and faith in God that it's gonna work and it's gonna come to fruition. Yeah, so I'm a big believer in setting out tasks or certain things which will help boost your confidence and step out your comfort zone. So I think every single week, this is a little point for you guys. Every single week, set one day, whether it's Saturday, Sunday, or depending on what days you have off, set one day of that week to go out and do something new. Whether or not it's going out for a walk on your own, going to a new town, new city, or going on holiday on your own, or exploring somewhere you wanted to go. Don't worry about your friends wanting to go. If they're busy, so fucking what? You're a human at the end of the day. If you're a man and you can't go out and do something on your own, you're a fucking pussy. I don't care what anyone says, you're a fucking pussy. So go out, be a man, and do what the fuck you need to do. So last one I was going to talk about is just how stepping out your comfort zone leads to incredibly high amounts of self-growth, helps you unlock the true sense of meaning, and helps you find your purpose. So going out to explore new places. I tell you what, when I go to new places, new thoughts and new feelings come to my mind, and it's almost like every time I explore a new place, it's like another neuron or new layer of neural pathways gets opened up in my brain, and I start thinking, okay, this or this or this, or I can make money this way, or I see opportunities this, or I see opportunities in that. It's just a new way of opening up the mind. So guys, what I'm really trying to say is you have to really step out your comfort zone. You cannot, in 2025, be in your comfort zone, because you'll be fucking nobody. You need that self-growth of stepping out that comfort zone, pursuing what it is you want to do, and taking life by the fucking balls and achieving it. Okay, so this video wasn't a very long video itself, guys. It's just a little one just to give you a better understanding of how you can step out your comfort zone and the importance of actually having to step out your comfort zone, because on the other end, on the other side of that comfort zone, is where the highest amounts of growth happens, and that's when you'll discover your true self, and then going in alignment with that, you'll be able to elevate and become the best version of yourself. So guys, thank you for listening. Subscribe, like the video, all of that shebang. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.